Tea's a bit cold, but still good. Let's talk about Teala Dunn. I had never really heard of Teala Dunn until I came across a few videos discussing problematic YouTubers, and in the recommended there was a video about Teala Dunn and listing the ways that she was like problematic or rude. I said to myself, okay, like, she lives in LA and everything, right? She's a YouTuber, pretty like popular. Brushed it off in my mind. Only recently has Teala come back into my consciousness when I stumbled across an interesting line of recommended videos discussing why Teala wants to be a white girl. I said to myself, oh, interesting. I am always interested in discussions of someone who might have a little bit self-hatred within themselves. You know, I am much the same way. These videos to me smacked of the familiar feeling that I used to get throughout middle to high school, and that was prescribed to me even into my college years, of wanting to be white. Teala Dunn has things that she does that I cannot get behind, that I do not agree with. All of that being said, Teala suffers from the classic syndrome that apparently has followed her into her adulthood, of being ostracized by people of color for not being black enough. Here's why I say this. These videos seem to follow a checklist that I find to be very interesting. They say she doesn't like her hair, she lies about her hair, she only dates white guys, and she's a slut. And it only seems to be for white men. Okay. There's the same clips that they kind of use to make these arguments, which I find to be pretty, one would say unoriginal, but whatever. So the first thing that I want to tackle is topic 1. Teala Dunn wants to be white and is trying to be white under A. Teala Dunn aligns herself with whiteness. Let's get into that. A big example that they use is Teala making a video responding to the white girl tag. I watched it, well, at least the clips that they provided. Just from seeing it, I said to myself, this looks really, really old. And not in like a, oh, this seems like a 2010 moment. Like, I legitimately was like, this looks like she's in like a high school kind of like preppy phase, like high school just getting into college or something like that. Young. A while back. Different. Honestly, it's kind of like cringy, but it's nothing. We'll get into this at the end of the video, but I know exactly within that moment of watching her what the mindset that she had and has, mostly had. I understood the mindset that she had at that moment, and therefore I excused it. Number 2, people say, oh, well, she denies her hair. And now listen, hair and black women have a very complex and complicated history. That cannot be denied. There's a lot of self-hatred rooted into the subject of black women and their hair. That cannot be denied. Look, I, of course, have a protective styling right now called box braids. While it is naturally so long and dark and beautiful that some say it does look purple, it is not this color of purple. If someone was to say to me, oh, I really love your hair, so nice, I would say thank you. If someone were to say to me, oh, is that like your hair? I would say, Yes, it is. Most of it is my hair. Some of it is my hair. All of it is my hair. You wanna know why I would say that? Because some of it is my hair. Calculating the like circumference of my head and, you know, taking the measurements in different angles of how big my fucking forehead is, lining up all of those measurements together, you would see that a lot of my hair would be involved in a medium bob style, short bob style braid. I immediately took umbrage with this particular person, and this video doesn't seem to be very well received amongst the audience that watched it. But I'm still going to use it because it's a great example of how idiotic these arguments are. That Teala Dunn doesn't want to be black because she lies about her hair. In her hair routine video, the video creator points out that she has a sew-in. And they're like, oh my god, why are you pretending that that's your real hair? That's not your real hair. Later on, like, Tiana does like a braid out and she's showing her hair. It does look like it has product in it. I will not lie about that. She says, oh, this is my natural hair 100%, like not even really doing anything. Oh, that's a braid out, sis. All this stuff. And then they say, it seems like she's beginning to like her hair more, but it's still a journey and she's still lying about, like, oh, why do you still use like sew-ins and weaves and all these wigs and stuff if you like your hair so much? There are many transitional phases. There are just sometimes where people want to try a different style. There are sometimes where people want to try a different style and also want to help their hair grow out a little bit more, but they don't want to fuss with it a lot. Protective styling is a thing that all black women do. Quote me on it. Blanket statement, protective styling is a thing all black women like to do. Whether that be a sew-in, or a weave, or a wig, or some braids that involve weave, or extensions, or anything like that. It is a part of the culture of having afro hair. For someone to say she doesn't like her hair because she keeps wearing these things, I'm sorry, are we even living in the same universe? That assumption and assertion is ridiculous, it's stupid, and it's incendiary. How dare you go after someone for putting a sew-in in their head and showing how they manage their sew-in? If that's her hair routine, then that's her hair routine. Because it is a hair routine. If I made a video about my hair and how I use it, I would say this is my hair routine, my box braid hair routine, how I take care of it, how I manage it, how I take care of my hair while it's in this style. It wouldn't be a long video. I don't do that much. But still, the third biggest thing that people like to use, well, it's like 3 and 4, is that Teala hangs out with white people and only seems to have white boyfriends. And this is the crux of my argument, and this is how everything ties together. This girl has suffered probably, and might still be suffering from, the wonderful Oreo Syndrome that people like to put on other people. I felt different and ostracized by other people that were in my classes, that were in my community, because I didn't feel black enough. From all the way back to my youth, my aunt used to call me an Oreo or a burnt fortune cookie because I was black on the outside but white on the inside. I was black on the outside but Asian to my core, just because of the interests that I had. Mind you, I was watching Chalk Zone, I was watching PBS Kids and Between the Lines and everything. But because I liked anime or manga, that my interests made me white, that the way that I spoke made me white, the way that I behaved made me a white person. You know how damaging that is? And it takes years for someone to grow out of that. And the more and more that people are introduced into their life who can crack them out of that, the sooner they can escape that phase of their life. But I had very little friends for a very long time. I did not hang out that much outside of school, and once again, I was ostracized by most of the black kids in my school system. And this shit followed me into my college year. I remember my freshman year of college, there would be these girls that would routinely call me out for not being black enough. The second that they found out that I wasn't African American, especially, it took on a different level. So I say all of this to say that judging someone because they want to be white, because they hate themselves, all of these petty little examples, I don't know Teala's everything, okay? I barely watch her videos. I started watching some of her videos just so I could do this video and not feel like a complete ignorant idiot. And do I completely agree with her personality? No. Do I completely agree with her choices? No. But that doesn't mean that I think that she's a fucking coon. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Natural hair community's perception of self-hatred being linked to you not wanting to deal with your hair or wanting your hair to look different is fucking stupid, in my opinion. If I want to do something to my hair, I'm allowed to do it. Obviously, I could get a wig and just braid it down and use that wig. And I'm not saying that I'm a fan of her content. What I'm saying is that I'm not a fan of this like wanton harassment of her, or what seems honestly like bullying, when in the friendship groups that she's been in, it's very obvious to me that she was already being kind of bullied or ostracized in her position. And I like to say it seems to me, and I think, because I'm not going to make blatant assumptions about someone and post a video about it that's like 4 to 5 minutes long, making fun of someone about something that I don't really know. And only go based off of what she has shown and what other people have shown of direct behaviors and like things that she's said. I'm also basing this off of my own experience as a black girl who for the longest time was a punching bag for fucking anyone who wanted to judge me for not acting a certain way and not being a certain way. At the end of the day, has she done stuff? Yeah. Is she rude? Yeah. Is she kind of a brat? Yes. Did she go around making out with a lot of people? Yeah, sure. I think that she gets the attention that she does because she's yaps really loud, and people want to tear apart a black girl who's not prescribing to their idea of self-love or blackness. At least that's the way that I see it. I could be completely and entirely wrong about the entire situation and have a wacky, stupid perspective. You tell me. You tell me. I am like not excusing any of the things that she's done, like pretending that a fan was dead and not really acknowledging it, or omitting information about her hair or about her routine. But at the end of the day, my video is a response not to the bad things that Teala has done, which she has done a lot of, but the criticism of her based on her blackness and the performance of her blackness, which isn't prescribing to what people are expecting of her, which is very obvious for me to see. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you think that my take is wrong, if my take is stupid and ugly and that I'm an idiot and that Teala's horrible trash. Tell me if you think that I made some good points but you couldn't understand them past my horrible, stupid personality. Tell me if you want different content. I don't know. If you would like to hear more of my yammering voice, please subscribe. Press the button down below, or a picture of my face will probably appear and you can click on that. Thank you.